Hi everyone, it's Cindy here from Cindy M's Crochet Corner. Thank you to everyone that is liking and subscribing to my channel. We're just getting started. I hope you enjoy this next tutorial. Hi everyone, we're going to make a little bag, sort of you can put on your shoulder and just small enough to hold on to a phone and a few little other items. So we're going to start with 20 crochet. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we started with 20 chain and we're going to work around this. So just doing single crochet back into the chain. Single crochet. I'm just using 8 ply with a 3mm. 3mm just makes it a little bit tighter. So single crochet. Go to the end. I'll just meet you at the end, maybe a sec. So I'm just at the end now and I'm going to go around this. So we're going to work around in circles on this one. So in the end I would do 2 and 3 single crochet and then back into the other, just single crochet all the way back through. This is on the bottom of the chain. Make sure you catch your stitches. So remember we do 3 at the end. Do a few rows of single crochet and then we'll change it up with double crochet and we'll do a couple of different combinations. It'll be a bit of fun. It's a little bit different from what you're normally used to. This is an all-in-one, so this you don't have to do any stitching or anything like that. It's just, you just keep working around. Okay, to the last one. This one. To the same one. That's 2. And then there again. That's 3. And then we go around the stitches again. Single crochet. turn that out like that. So keep going round. There's no increasing of stitches or anything. Okay. And then back into the end, do the same again, just do 3. Make those single doubles. Back to single. 1, 2, 3. Back into the stitches. Okay, so we're going to go around, we'll do another 2 rounds and we'll come back to here so you can put a stitch marker in to remember where you're up to. So I'll pop a stitch marker in there and we're going to come back to here, so do 2 more rounds and then we'll come back, I'll meet you back there, okay? Just single crochet all the way around. Remember on the corners, on the ends, to do 3 single crochet in the ends, okay? And starting to get shape already. Okay, so I'm just going back to the stitch marker here, and what I'm going to do is I want this, see we're creating like a little boat shape, but we want this to turn up now, so all we need to do is just single crochet into every stitch. So we've already done like the 3 in the first, that's giving you the shape, but now all we need to do is just single crochet in each one, and that should pull it around and give us a nice little bag shape. Turn that, so it's going to be, that's the start of it there. So we just keep going around, doing single crochet to each stitch, and we'll change it up soon. So I'll do make it 4 rows, so we've got 1, 2 there, that's the center underneath, 1, 2, so we're going to do 4 rows, so just chain around, just single stitch around that until you get 4 rows, and I'll see you at the 4th row. So I've just come to the 4th row. You can see, and on the other side, you're getting this cool little boat sort of shape here, and we're going to change the stitch up this time, and we're going to create a double crochet, 1 space double crochet. So we just keep going around, we're going to the next one here, and we'll do I'll actually create a double crochet in this one, so let's just do this. And that's 1 double crochet. We're going to miss a stitch and we'll go into the next with a double crochet, but in between we're going to do one chain. So skip a stitch into the next double crochet, one chain, skip a stitch into the next double crochet, all the way around. Gives you a bit of a gap there, it's okay. Double crochet, chain one, skip a stitch into the next, double crochet, chain one, skip. I'm going to go all the way around. And I'll meet you back at the start. So double crochet, double crochet, chain one, skip a stitch into the next, all the way around, okay? That's giving us a little pattern. I'll show you one more time. So we did one chain, skip one into the next, and make sure it's a double crochet, chain one, skip one into the next, chain one. I'll see you back around the other side. So I'm just coming to the end of the round. I'm just going to do a slip stitch and then one chain. And this next row we're just going to go back to single crochet. So we'll do one in the first hole there, and then a chain into the top of the bottom double crochet, then we'll go into the next, into the top, into the next, into the top. This gives us a nice foundation row for the next, into the top, into the hole there, into the top. You can see it where you need to go. There's like a little gap there, right into there. Just single crochet all the way around. So one in the hole, one into that little space, into that space, into there, into the space, into there, into that space. Okay, I'll keep going until I get right around the other side, and then I'll show you the next row. See you in a sec. So with this next round we're just going to do double crochet all in every single hole, every single stitch. Just do one double crochet. So continue around on this row. I'll meet you back at the start and I'll tell you what we do on the next row. So just double crochet all the way around. So we had single, double with one space, single, now all double, and I'll show you the next row. So continue around, double crochets in each stitch. See you soon. So I'm just coming back around to join this one together. just all double crochets in each one. And I've come back around. I'm going to do a slip stitch up in there and bring that together. And that's what we have so far, you can see. And what we're going to do is we're going to do one more row that's a little bit different, and then it'll just be a repeat after that 4 times, exactly the same. So we'll go 1 single crochet, the double with the space, single crochet, all double crochets, and we're going to do a single row next, and I'll show you that now. So 1 chain, and we're going to do, I want to separate these up a little bit just to give them some separation. So I'm going to go 1 chain in the middle of those 2, single crochet, 1 chain in the middle of the next 2, so go 1, 2 in the middle there, single crochet, 1 chain, so skip 1 in the middle of the next 2. So you get a pattern of 2 together, 2 together, 2 together. So into that one there, single chain, skip 2, single crochet, chain, skip 2, single crochet, 1 chain, skip 2. And we're going to do that all the way around, skip 2, that's a chain. So you can see we've got 1 in between basically. Okay, we'll do that all the way around, and then we're just going to repeat the same again. So we'll do this one here, I'll show you. 1 chain, skip 1 into the next, single crochet, skip 1 into the next, single crochet and a chain, skip 1. I'll meet you back around the other side and we'll do the next step together, and it'll be a repeat all the way. See you in a minute. Just come back around. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds now, and we're going to repeat this pattern 4 times. So we're on a single crochet row now, and we're going to do the double on space, double crochet again all the way around, and then you just continue the same pattern. Rewind this video if you need to see what the pattern is, but we will go into single, chain, double, single. So we start with single, we do the double with a space, single, doubles, single. So I'm going to go back to the double now because this is a single. So we do 2 chain, 3 chain, whatever you feel comfortable with, and then we want to match this up on the front, so we'll come round, do a double in the first spot, single, chain, and then the next one will be right above there. So I would go into right above there. It's like a bit of a gap, but you want to go into that next stitch there. So let's have a look at that. Single, there's a space into the next one, single, chain. The idea is to keep it above the other below, so right above, get to see the pattern. So just past that little hole, there's a section in there, pop it in there. Handmade chain, and then go into the hole, next one over, double crochet and space to that hole, and just have a look at your alignment as you go along. If it's not lining up, then stop and go back if you need to. That's not too bad. I think that's pretty good. So we'll keep going across here, right around to the other side, and work another 4 of these sections, and I'll see you at the top. Back to the end now. I'm just going to do a quick slip stitch, and you can see that I've done, I'll do one chain for the next row that I'm going to show you. You can see here that I've done 4 sections and up to the last one, and this top section is going to marry the same as the bottom here. We're going to just extend it a little bit to give it a bit of length, so we'll do about another 5 rounds of single crochet, and then I'll show you how to do the little clasp that we're going to do on this one, and the bit of chain, so you can hang it on your arm, that sort of thing, hang it over your shoulder. So we're just about there. It's only a few more rows to go. We just keep going around and around, and you can see it's all just one piece. We haven't joined anything. We've just worked our way around, all the way around the top. So go for another 5 rows of single crochet, and I will meet you at the top. Nearly there. So just get 2 pieces of cord, yarn. I'm going to use a 4mm on this one, might be a bit easier. Just do a quick slip knot. Try to keep this one not too tight because it will be fun to do otherwise. So 2 pieces of yarn. As I've done before in a video, you can separate the colours if you want, but we're going to just get into this one. So yarn over, and we're pulling through the lot. Yarn over your hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over. Now you can make this as long as you like. This is a shoulder strap, is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to keep going, probably do at least 100, and I'll see where I'm at after that. So, and then we're going to do the same thing for the smaller piece. It's going to go around the button and to the back of the bag. I'll show you that in a sec. Keep the tension on, pull it through, that's it. So it just gives you a nice thicker shoulder strap, nice thicker piece. And we're going to do a second piece, a bit smaller, to go once we've put the button on, that goes around the button and to the back of the bag, and that just secures it, the opening. Okay, so I'm just going to do these 2 pieces now, and I'll meet you back to join it all together. Okay, so just remember, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Happy crocheting, and I will meet you with my 2 little pieces. I'd say this piece, you can just eyeball it really, just keep going until you're happy with the length. I'll give you some measurements in a minute. Okay, yarn Okay, I'll see you soon. It's a nice thick strap, a bit better than just a chain. So for the piece around the button, I just did 30 crochet, and I'm just tying it off at the end here. Now we'll stitch it all together. You can fasten it off however you like, whatever works for you, whatever you think's nice and clean. I've also done the strap as well. I just did a small section just to show you, but you can do any length you like. I suggested about 100, but I think you'll need to do quite a bit more if you want it over your shoulder, depending on your size, obviously. So just pop it over your shoulder down to whatever feels comfortable when wearing the bag. So we'll just join all this together. I'll start by doing the button, pop the button on first. I'm just using one that I got from Spotlight. You can get a bag of them all different sizes, it doesn't cost too much. Here's some other sizes here, and the little ones up here are really cute. They're good for jumpers and things too. So let's just pop this on. I'm just using the same yarn with a darning needle, and I'm going to go through, make it nice and central, and just in between those rows, top and bottom as well. You can measure it if you like. I'm just going to eyeball this one. So always pop it in through the back. I just leave a tail and I'll tie it off in a minute. I would go through at least 3 times just for security, to make it a bit more stable. Just move it around, in through the back. Just make sure your darning needle fits through the eye as well of the button. Just check the back, nice and tight, all tight together at the back. So through again. Through the one layer. And we'll do one more. Just check positioning, move it around. We'll go in one more. Pull it nice and tight. I'll tie it off in a minute with this one. And pop it back through there, and that's 3 times I'd go through, plenty. And then just trim it. Leave yourself a bit of length to tie a knot. And tie a knot in the back. You can tie however you like. You might have a better style of knot than me. And then I will just feed these pieces in. So I just do 3, just for the sake. Don't want it to come off. So I'll feed those pieces in through the bag, but that's the button so far. And then we'll put the strap on first. And you just want to attach it on either side here, on the inside. I would attach it, just pop that out of the way. So I would attach it on the inside on each side, and for however long you want to make it, just keep going. Just put it over your arm to measure. So we'll go in on the side here. Just use a hook. Make sure you're right on the edge there. Pop it through. Bring it through your material. Very, very tricky. It's quite thick. I'll pop it in there. And that's one side. You can go down a bit lower if you like. I'm just going to pop it there for now. And then I will just join it. join it with these pieces in there, and then to the other side. Okay, make sure you're centered, and make sure the bag is, the actual strap is reasonably straight. You don't want too many twists in it, so turn it around. Make sure there's no twists. And then we'll pop it in the other side. So make sure it's centered. I would say about there. About there. And then I'm going to pop that through. It's a bit easier with the tails. And then you can pull it a little bit through. So you're happy where it is, just there. And then I would use these to attach it to the bag. So I'll just show you quickly on this side. My darning needle, so it doesn't come off. Remember, you're probably going to have a little bit of weight in this, so you want to attach it so it doesn't come off. So I would run it through there, and run the other side through. You can come up with any way you like. If you want to make it more heavy duty, you can use the whole thing to tie it on if you want, onto the end. I'm just going to do it this way. So I'm just using these two pieces, but you could use this and tie it through if you wanted to. And I'm just going to tie it off. I'll do 3 knots, just lock it in. This is acrylic, so it's pretty strong. And then I'm just going to feed those ends in. But another way you could do, pull it right through and tie it if you wanted to, like, yeah. If you want it to be more secure, tie it like that. Quite cute. And even go down further, not the top, but maybe go down to the next to give you some more meat in between. Go wherever you like there. So that's 2 different ways you can tie that. You can have a piece there, you can have it on the inside. Or you can just have it like that. I think that's neater, but that's up to you. And then we're just going to tie the other piece on the back. So again, make sure it's nice and straight. Together there. Make sure there's no good knots there. And make sure it's flat all the way, not crossed over. And then all you need to do with this bit is feed it through the back here. So we want it to come like that. So from the back to the front. So I'm going to pop my hook, just line it up again. So I'm going to pop my hook in, say about there, and pull those pieces through. Pull those ends all through the back, and then we'll tie it inside again. Tie it all together in the back here. Tie it together first, and then we'll tie it around the actual body of the bag. Make your ends a bit longer so you've got more to work with, it's not so fiddly. Okay, so we've tied that together. And then we'll want to tie it around the bag to get security so it doesn't come off, it doesn't come out. So I would use a finer hook. And I'm looking at maybe just a thicker section I can tie it off to, maybe here. So pull it through, and then you can just pull that through, and it's like a knot. Pull that through, okay? And that will secure it one side, then do the same on the other. So grab a piece of it, I'd say here, and then pull it through. And pull through again to do your knot. Pull through there. It's a bit tricky. Just make it a little bit looser. Okay, we can get that. Pull through. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. That took a bit to get that through. Okay, so pull it tight. Should have had that piece a bit longer. It's a bit short, but anyway, it's locked in. It's okay on the back. There's your double there. I'll feed those ones into the bag so you can't see them. So that's a pretty clean looking knot there. So once you feed those in, you feed everything in, and then you'll have a bit of bulk in there, so don't worry too much about the length of this, because when you've got things inside, you want to have that so it just comes over. And that's your bag. So I'd leave like that. You can shorten it a bit longer, just pull it in more if you want to. But if I have stuff in there, it's going to definitely take up that space. So I'll pop that down like that. Over there. I mean, I like the idea of little pearls and stuff, but you want something to hold on to, your bag to hold on to, so that gives you an idea. I'm going to just clean up the ends and tuck all that in. At the moment I'm just showing you. Make a longer strap if you like. That's a bit short, but it's just to give you an idea what you can do. And it's a nice thick strap as well. It's not too thin. I think just chain is a bit too thin. So I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial on a little bag that you can make, and you can put this, you can put your phone in it, that sort of thing. Just a little one to take with you when you don't want to take too much stuff. You're not taking your ordinary bag. So give it a go, see what you think, and I'll see you on the next project. Happy crocheting.